here we are at the grand city of Helia. After spending many hours in this place, me and Wash think that we have found every secret that this place has to offer, and we're gonna share it with you guys. So Mosh is gonna be like a special guest in this episode, and yeah, let's see what we got. What's up, guys? It's Minereepers, and today we are back with MineZ 2 Town Reviews. Now, before I can start, I need to talk about the outside of Helia, and we have this little camp here that foreshadows something in the future, which is No Haven Cannibals. So that's something we're gonna come back to later on in this video. But I just wanted to say how amazing this town is from the outside and in. It's just incredible, and after spending hours upon hours searching for every single secret that I could find, I have to say this town has now become my favorite in all of MineZ 2. Now, even though we've spent easily like 10 hours between the two of us looking for all the secrets, I can't even say with confidence that we have found everything in this city. So I'm just gonna have to tell you guys what I found, and that's really what this series is all about. So I guess we're gonna start this off from the front of the gates, and we have a little lore block. When clicked, you get this book that says, "Welcome to Helia. You have arrived in our safe haven. Please lower your weapons and our guards will meet you at the gates." I find it funny because a couple of steps ahead it says, "Warning, city is infested."
At the front gates of Helia, you can see a bird. This is the same bird that is at the center of Agni Ignis in MineZ 1. This proves they're in the same universe.
Don't open the door, because there are dead people inside. Now I'm kind of going to start this from right to left, and you have a huge gaping hole in the very right side of the city, and the explosion came from the inside because the rubble leaks out to the left or to the right. So that's something pretty interesting, and me and Mosh have like theorized a whole bunch of stuff from this town, and we think that maybe like zombie pigmen were inside the town and it exploded in such great numbers that it created that. There's also this little blood trail that leads to this church, which has a little barricade, but it's only from this side where the explosion came from, or where the wall crumbled.
As you can see, there is a blood trail here. And look, this gate seems to be broken. Anyway, the blood trail leads up these stairs.
This is also a good place to farm cobwebs.
We'll go up here, and we'll find this room with a bunch of meaty looking blocks. And a sign that says, "I've stored their meat." It seems the blood trail goes up even further, so let's follow it. Oh, there seems to be some skulls here. Maybe there was a fight, and the blood trail leads off the edge. There seems to be something down there. Maybe we can go check it out.
On a little side note, if you need water, come to this tower. There's a million cauldrons.
So now we've traveled down there using the helpful vine ladders. And as we come across the rock, it seems that over here, whoever or whatever fell down here didn't survive.
Now moving on more to like the city type of place, down here it seems to be more of like a middle class type standard of living. It's kind of busy. It seems like a little workers area. There's lots of shipments, and there's some wheat over here. The loot has some pretty good stuff. I mean, down in the sewers here, there's some good military stuff, and up in the city, there's more common chests and store chests. There is a little secret chest behind that waterfall. Now, moving on more to the left, we have this forge. The forge is pretty good. If you're inside and the door is closed, no zombies can get to you. And there's also some coal there, which is the only coal that you can find in the city. Moving on more to the left of the gate, you have this little store. And if you go to the back of the store, you have a lore block. The lore block seems to show some sort of a shipment farm on the first page, and on the second page it has a little message that says, Devlin Farms values you and your continued sponsorship and purchases. You are invited to the formal dinner. Devlin Farms is located at the base of the mountains. Yours truly, Triex Catcherus. If you go upstairs, hop onto that plant pot and jump over to the trees. You have this thing that says, this takes the cake. Wait. And I tried to eat it but couldn't finish it. You have a little sign that says, take what you need, it's not safe. There's signs like this all over the town, which seem to suggest that people were really nice. They really wanted to help out anybody who came after them. There's some little like death type writing, like writing that you would write before you die, and it says, I've marked the days, and you can see how long this person has had to stay under this little tent in this alley. There's another sign that says, get out now. These things are all around, and I think that it just shows that the people of Helia, at least in this more like upper class kind of area, were really nice. The keep's not safe. And this keep, I have to say, is one of the best places in Helia to loot and get gear. Going up and down the tower, you can get all kinds of different things, from food to weapons. It's really good. At the top, I thought I found a little secret here at first, because you look down and you see a dead body, so I thought maybe they jumped from the tower, but that's not the case. We'll get to that a little bit later into the video. But right now, from the keep, you have this little blood trail that I found this secret. I felt like such an investigator when I figured this out. So I hope you guys really like this. It leads into the cellar of this house and continues to go into the wall. So at first I was like, oh god, it must be like a secret door. You have to put a button somewhere. So I got like 4 buttons and put them in every place I could, and it wouldn't work. And then I found this button on the side here, which when pressed, opens up a secret room. And this is like a cannibal place. All these skulls are like half-eaten people when not glitched. And it says, we'll never run out of food. Over here, we have a little reference to Plants vs. Zombies, which says, hey, which side wins? I thought it was really nice. So over here, me and Mosh kind of theorized something, that since this door was open right next to the stairs, maybe zombies came in through the stairs and somebody had to push a zombie through the window and out into the middle of the street. Usually that skull is a zombie skull. Across the street, you have this little ladder that leads up to more kind of death writing. It says, zombies can't climb, with blood all over the place and a little bit of, like, weaponry. Now, moving on more to the left side of the city, we have these beautiful banners with a little bit of a marketplace. It leads into a dark little kind of cavey type place, but we'll get to that in a bit. I just really wanted to show the back of these market stalls. I mean, all of these markets usually have store chests or commons, but the back of them, it seems to be like really trampled and like dirty, and like the roads are very clean. Something that I thought the builders did a really good job on. Now moving on more to the left, in this little place, you have a little sign that says Days Without Incident. So you can tell that this place was really, really run down, and it just looks so dirty and just the place where the poorest of the poor would live. It's so dark. The only little place for light is this little glass hole in the ceiling. Now over here you have a little reference that says beware of guard goat, and it's a little reference to Robert the Goat. I'm pretty sure that's his name. He's a builder for MineZ and MineZ 2. Now over here you have a little thing that says this may be useful in the hood. Over here we have the Fading Light Tavern. If you go into the cellar of it, you have a little sign that says out of beef, we'll use human flesh instead. It shows more cannibalism in this city. Like, wow, this place like is really dark. It has some like really dark elements to it. I just got up onto this little ledge over here and I wanted to show that for everybody. Now, if you continue up the stairs, you have a building which is a library. When entering, you have 2 skulls to meet you and one mounted onto the wall. Now, building libraries I find is really hard in Minecraft. Not a lot of people can do a good job, but I feel like they did a really good job for MineZ 2. Now, the only little secret I could find in this place was this. You had to jump over to it like I did, and there's 2 chests there and 2 chests on the other side too. Now, on the outside, you have like a little garden area, which looks really, really nice, and you can see the hole in which the poorest look up to. If you keep going further down, you have this tower. Now, this tower is a little bit different because I could not find a way to get in. There was no lever or button or anything that I could press. At least I couldn't find it. Maybe there's an obvious thing that I'm missing, but the only way I figured out on how to get in is to sprint around, let a zombie hit the pressure plate, and then you have to switch places with it and get in like that. This place has really good loot. Going up to the tower, you get all kinds of things. It's kind of like the keep, but a little bit better because this place actually has a crafting table, furnace, anvil, and cauldron. It's definitely a neat little thing that I think all of you guys should check out. Now we're moving a little bit back, but I wanted to show that tower over there. Now there is absolutely no way of getting up to that tower legitimately, but if you use a grapple, I guess you could get up to it, like, easily, but this is a way that Moshburger found on how to get up. It's really complicated, so maybe you guys want to check out the video if you guys want to come back to it. Now, some of the jumps are actually kind of hard, and I actually had to take this again because I missed this very jump. That jump is actually, I think, the hardest one out of all of them. Anyways, what you're basically doing is parkouring your way onto the church in the middle. You want to be careful here because you can actually fall through. Not the whole ceiling is glass, so just a little note, be careful if you're up there. You're just going to want to make your way across the church and go to the next tower. You want to make sure that you jump onto the roof up here. You don't want to fall short. And after doing all that kind of death parkour, you get to the tower that you couldn't get to before. Now, in a bit, I paused the video because there's actually a reference or like a little secret that says wonderful view, even though the window just shows the wall. And it's a funny little secret that the builders put. I don't think many people know about this little building, so it's pretty cool. Now, moving a little bit more north towards the castle, you have a nice garden, as well as a beautiful gate. I think they did the gates in Helia amazingly. You have the red carpet that leads to the throne room, which has a king and a queen, so that's pretty neat. You have a nice little view of the courtyard over here, and to the right there's something there, and I couldn't tell what it was. At first I thought it was maybe like a weather kind of thing, but when I looked at it from this angle, I figured out that it's a crossbow, and it's an amazingly well done crossbow, and I wonder where it's supposed to be pointing at. Now, that's all I really have for Helia, and like I said, I think that there's so much more to this place that I still haven't found. I found a lot, but I'm sure you guys have found things that I haven't found, so if you find things and you want to let me know, just comment down below. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I put a lot of work and effort into it, so leaving a like would definitely be appreciated. The last one got 6 likes. Can you guys beat that? Make me all smiley. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Moshburger, for helping me out with this, because I definitely wouldn't have been able to find some of the things without him. Remember also to comment down below what town you want me to review next. I'm sure there are many towns that you guys like better than Helia, so let me know. But that's all we have for today, so all I have to say is remember to join the MR Nation today by subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya! First thing I'd like to get out of the way is that the sign in the front of the town says welcome to Frostford instead of welcome to Hamlet. So I'm not really sure who made the mistake there, but Laser, please fix.